What's going on, guys? My name is Germ and welcome back to the channel. And if you guys are new here, as always, leave your boy a like and subscribe because you guys already know the deal, right? So they did add a brand new stage to the 8th anniversary event, right? The Birth of the Shadow Dragons event. Unfortunately, this is a second recording because my first recording's audio was so bad that I never want that footage to reach the internet. So let's go ahead and fight Omega. I do know how difficult Omega is. It took me 5 attempts to beat Omega using this team right here. At first, I was running a God Goku spread, a God Goku team, right? This, I think I have it saved somewhere. I don't. It's fine. I was running a God Goku team until I realized that, oh wait, God Goku really isn't helping me out. So we're going to run the same team that I did to actually beat Omega. There was a lot of RNG involved in how I beat Omega Shenron. So let's go ahead and talk about why this is the most difficult boss in the game. So Omega Shenron, right? The tech Omega Shenron phase cancels dodging, first and foremost, right? He cancels dodge, so it makes it more difficult for you to actually build up units, right? A certain physical God Goku, because God Goku's orbs, while they are free while his intro buff is active, later on in the event, they're not as free as you might think they are, right? Right, so we're running characters like LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the GT Duo. I've decided to go for a double GT Duo lead in order to try and clear this, right? I'm not going to be going for the no item run. I do think that no iteming Omega is going to be ridiculously tough to do. Unless your box is stacked, rainbowed with every single character in the game. Max level 10 lengths, rainbowed, you know, so yeah, this is a very difficult phase. So the first Omega phase, right, it's not super bad because you can debuff Omega Shenron in this phase. You can debuff the tech Omega Shenron, right? Attack and defense debuffing. You can't seal or stun him as usual. And the guy hits, honestly, softer. I want to say he hits softer. Let me bring up his details again. But, yeah, he doesn't hit super mega hard. His super attack, he hits 800k on his super. So he has a super attack, right, which does hit hard, but his normals don't really hit as hard as you might think. He does 300k, 320,000 on normals on turn. So having the units, right, the correct units, which would be, of course, the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, or any unit that has damage reduction, guard, would be the best pick for your slot 1, right? Now, I did bring the... LR... Okay, yeah, no, as you can see, God Goku is quite annoying. God Goku is quite annoying with the orbs here. So we are going to have to do this and unfortunately bust apart our rotations, right? We're not going to have much rotation. The rotations I want to build are pretty obvious, right? It's going to be... Okay, I got scared for a second. I thought we didn't get the 6 ones. The rotation I want to build is LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? In LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku with the LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which got stunned, so great, very good. The Z Duo would have gotten me killed. Let's just say that much. The Z Duo taking a super attack this early on would have been a lot of damage, right? The main plan is essentially to get every single character stacked up and ready to go for when we fight this STR Sin Shenron, because this STR Sin Shenron is just like a complete maniac of how difficult this guy is, right? So my goal with this next turn is to try and not kill Tech Sin Shenron, because then obviously I can just keep stacking, you know, keep on stacking, keep chilling out. Hopefully we won't die. So I'm going to try not to kill Sin. So I'm going to on purpose try to miss a super attack with LR Super Saiyan 4. Now it's easier said than done. Let's just say that much. Best case scenario, I can already go into Maju, because it's actually really easy to go into Maju in this fight, right? Let's see. We can't. See, as you can see, this is probably best case scenario. I am going to miss the Bulma support as well in order to do this. So let's see. Yeah, I'm going to try to get as many orbs as I can, because I don't want to kill this Sin Shenron on this turn. I want to get some stacks in with the LR Super Saiyan 4, because if you don't get stacks in with them, it is going to be a rough couple of phases, because no stacks means guaranteed death, essentially, in this event, right? I like how I can actually give you guys more of a clearer context, right? Obviously, it's not my first reaction to this, because I know what it is. My first reaction, this is the hardest boss in the game. This is the hardest boss in the game, and it's not even because of anything. Okay, that's incredible. Thank you so much for not killing him. Oh, I love you guys so much. Thank you. Okay, We got this. Let's go ahead now. I mean, yeah, let's go ahead and finish this guy off real fast. Now that he's super attacked in that slot, let's go ahead and get some stacks going with LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta because it's actually necessary. We need to stack this guy. All right. We also need to stack with the Z Duo, which is another big issue for this event because not stacking with the characters that need to stack. This is actually a really long event, so it's really good for both the Z Duo and any stacking character like LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. The issue is that you can't just stack with physical units. No. If you want to stack with physical units in this event, you need to take 1,000,000% advantage of the fact that this guy doesn't necessarily hit super crazy hard, because once you get here, once you get to this guy, is when it becomes a problem. So we're gonna go ahead and revive with the GT Duo, right? Might as well revive with the GT Duo. Let's get God Goku's orbs, all 10. Now with the second phase, right? The second phase is ridiculously hard as well, because giving you guys a little bit of context, right? This guy does 400k on his normals. He also does AoEs. This guy hits as hard as basically physical Shenron from the previous stage, which was the hardest part of the game. However, it's not just that. No. It's not just the fact that he does AoEs. It's not the fact that he's hitting for 400k on normals. No. He, my friends, my guys, he does raise his attack on super. So, guess what that means? He raises his attack by 50%. The guy does 400k. That means he's doing somewhere in the range of about 600k on normals. So, yeah, it's tough. It's tough out here, boys. Let's just say that much. It is tough out here. That is why you want to kill this guy in 2 seconds. Like, I kid you not. It is more important to kill this guy as fast as possible so that you can avoid using items, right? You want to basically save all of your items for fighting against the int phase, because the int phase, believe it or not, is just as ridiculous. It's like they were oh, my phone's about to die. Sweet. They were just going into the lab, just basically saying this. Like, they checked like every single boss. Like, they checked every single box to what makes a ridiculous boss for this event. I promise you, I still. Right. So yeah, we have LR full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Again, getting rid of this guy ASAP is like, that's a dub, right? He barely did any damage to us. We're gonna be able to enter the final phase with full health, which is gonna be very good. Then we can pop. I think we should be able to pop the Z Duos. Okay, so for the rest of the video, I do have to kind of mute the audio from the original because Dan plays at the end of this event, and god damn it, I can't play Dan without getting in trouble. So here's the rundown, right? We're already at the end of the event. Omega Shenron, this guy is absolutely the hardest boss in the game. He is doing 500k on normals. He's doing 1.5 million on a super attack. So getting hit by a super without using items it's pretty imperative to have a unit that can actually tank these hits, because this guy hits so hard, man. He hits so hard that it's like you got to be careful, right? Units like God Goku, the GT Duo, the Z Duo, they will get hit hard, right? So we just got to be very careful. Even LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku takes a lot of damage. So it's about bringing characters that can basically nullify all that damage, right? Or at least have a damage guard, some sort of tool to truly beat this guy, because he will hit you hard, man. He's doing 3 AoEs. He's doing almost a 1.5 million super attack. And that's not even the end of it. He debuffs your defense. So the dude hits you even harder, man. So it's like, dude, it's like, what are you supposed to do other than just pop items and hope you can live, right? If you're able to no item this stage, again, if you have like every single character in the game Rainbow to Link level 10, it's possible. But it's like, good luck trying to no item this guy, man. I mean, it's just, it's insanity. It's actually just insanity trying to beat this Omega. So yeah, we got insanely lucky, by the way, that the GT do take some damage from this guy, right? So we just got very lucky with how much damage we're doing, because this guy also doesn't take damage either. He doesn't take damage. You guys saw the Z Duo took 3 supers to actually take a health bar off this guy. This guy has so much HP. It's like, dude, please. Hey, please. So yeah, we got pretty good luck, right? I mean, keep in mind, by the way, this is my second time doing the event, so I know what units work basically, because after a 40-minute attempt of trying to beat this with double God Goku, I swapped over to the GT Duos team because I'm like, you know what, yeah, we should probably win this. We should probably maybe win this quicker, because I was very annoyed by the audio quality in my original recording, so I had to fix the audio. But unfortunately, fixing the audio wasn't gonna work, and you guys get you guys know where I'm coming from. And so basically, here we are, right? We pop Bulma's active skill, able to get the extra defense and extra attack that we need. We get the Rainbow Orbs with Gogeta, right, which gives him more damage reduction, even though we already have 80%, right? We already have 80% from the double Wii Speed active. It was basically just I needed some way to keep us afloat. Even like it's scary. It's scary because even with like 80% damage reduction, I know I didn't really have to go that hard. I just wanted to do as much damage as possible against this guy, because there's nothing else, man. There's literally, you need to do as much damage. Even a 20 million attack step from LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku barely touched him. Like, he still has that much HP after taking 10 million. So it's like, Then we have LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who, that's a lot of damage. But you guys are about to see, dude. He doesn't touch this guy. Right? We just got lucky that Bulma also makes you super fit against all types. Right? So it helped us out, but that touch was so crucial too, by the way. Guard, yeah, that's like, even with 80% damage reduction, I'm scared. I'm scared of this guy. I don't know why. There's something about him. Right? Getting the double super from Bulma also helps us out a lot, because, more defenses, right? We're taking one attack at the end. Bulma's still guarding, and at that point, her damage reduction is pretty high, so I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Bulma, by the way, is going to be one of the best characters in the game for this event entirely, right? But Bulma, I think for this event, like, Bulma might surpass Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But it's like, look at just everything we have to do just to get to this point. 80% damage reduction. On this turn, we have absolutely no Whis active. We got ridiculously lucky he supers Vegeta, because, if he didn't super Vegeta, we would have died. The GT Duo would have taken a lot of damage, even after supering, because look at that. Now, granted, my GT Duo wasn't fully built up at this point, right? My GT Duo, I think, might have only done like 2 or 3 super attacks, which, taking 100k from this guy with only 2 or 3 super attacks is crazy, dude. That's actually really, really good tanking, because that's them with like 30% damage reduction that they've gotten. Right? Obviously, by the end of this attack here, they do get fully built up, and we are doing a lot of damage to Omega, so we're pretty much chilling out at this point, right? We pretty much guaranteed ourselves the win. It's crazy. It's craziness, man. So there you guys have it, right? I'll just let OG Germ finish up the rest of the video once we get this ending, but yeah, this is by far the hardest boss in the game. I have no ifs, ands. This guy is ridiculous. So let's hand it back over to the Germ who was actually recording this, and yeah, you guys know. So there you guys have it, man. I mean, this looked insanely easy, but that's just because I know what the hell Omega's doing. After doing a 40-minute video, I had to re-record this. I do hate it that I had to re-record this, but I wanted to make sure that the audio actually sounded good. So there you guys have it, man. There is the newest, hardest boss in the game. I promise he is, like, even though it doesn't look like it, but like, by the way, I'm pretty sure Dan was playing the entirety of that thing, so I'm gonna have to cut that audio out for Dan, because, you know what it is, man. Recording issues is my specialty. If you guys made it all the way to the end of the video, leave your boy a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.